Yeah, good morning, friends. So, in the first class, what we have done was the quadratic equations formula, the derivation, how we got the quadratic formula, that is x is equals to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now, in this class, we are going to solve certain sums based on quadratic equation of different types. Okay, so let's start with type 1. I'm starting from the basics of quadratic equations. So those who don't know, those who are having a doubt in quadratic, वो यहाँ से सीख सकते हैं. और let's start with the first type of sum. So just we have to identify, whether it is a identify whether it is a quadratic equation or not. Okay. So the first example is, let's say x square minus 6x plus 4 is equals to 0. So just we have to say that whether this is a quadratic equation or not. So many of you think that since this is the power of 2, so it will be a quadratic. It is good. The power has to be, the maximum power has to be 2. But there are certain other rules which we have to apply over here, which is applied in the case of polynomial, that the power of x cannot be in integer or negative. Okay, so just you have to understand this. So over here, the power of over here is 1 and over here it is 2, so the maximum is 2, so therefore it is a quadratic equation. So it is a quadratic equation. Now let us see the second example. Let's say you have x square plus 2 root x plus 7 is equals to 0. Now in this case, many of you think since there is a term which is square over here in the power, so it is a quadratic. But this variable x is having the power as 1 by 2, because root x can be written as x power 1 by 2. So this is in, you can say it is in fraction. So therefore it is not a quadratic equation. It is not a quadratic equation. Understood? So what we got the definition as, the power of x must not be integer or negative. Okay, or you can say fraction. Okay, so then you can say it is a quadratic equation. It has to be the power of x has to be a whole number and maximum degree has to be 2. Then only we can say it is a quadratic equation. Now let us move on to the third example. Let's say it is x square is equals to 0. So again it is a quadratic equation. Because it is having maximum degree as 2. Now you might be thinking that there is only one term, only ax square term is present, bx plus c is not there. So what happens if this is not there but the maximum degree is 2? So it is fulfilling the condition, so therefore it is a quadratic equation. Got it? Now come on to the type number 2. Type number 2 says that the equation is given like a 3x square minus 2x minus 1 is equals to 0, and they have given the values of x. Now we have to tell whether this x is equals to 1, the given values. So given values of x is a solution or not. So in the case of solution, what we have to do is, just we have to substitute the values of x in this particular quadratic equation. So if it satisfies the right hand side, then it means that that particular value is a solution. So for in this case, let's say I'll be putting x is equals to 1. So it is 3 of 1 square minus 2 of 1 minus 1. So we are just solving left hand side. So I am going to get over here, it is 3 minus 2 minus 1, which is turning out to be 0, which is my right hand side. So they have already given right hand side as 0. So it means that x is equals to 1 is a solution of 3x square minus 2x minus 1. Okay. So what solution means, that it should satisfy the equation, or it should satisfy the right hand side. Okay, let's say the second example of this one is x square plus root 2 x minus 4 is equals to 0. Let's say x is equals to minus 2 root 2. So let's say this condition. So what we have, we will do, we will just substitute the values of x as minus 2 root 2. Then it will become the whole square plus root 2 of minus 2 root 2 and minus 4. So basically this is left hand side. So when I'll be doing the square of this, so minus 2 ka square is 4 and root 2 ka square is 2, so it will become 8, and this turn out to be minus 4 and minus 4. So again it turn out to be 0, so therefore it satisfies the right hand side. Therefore the at x is equals to minus 2 root 2, we are getting 0. So therefore we can say that x is equals to minus 2 root 2 is a solution of given equation. Okay, now we will come on to the next one, the type third one. So type 3 indicates that over here we have to determine the value of x for which given value is a solution of the equation. So this is basically the condition is, means it is already the solution, it is given, it is already the solution which is given. So let's say first one, it is kx square plus 2x minus 3, where x is equals to 0. So basically x is equals to 0 is a solution, and then we have to find the value of k. So in this case what we will do, we will just put the values of 2. Okay, just we'll put the values of x as 2 wherever we are finding x. Okay, now the condition, it is given over here, it is equals to 0. So what we'll do, just k and x is 2, so it will become 2 ka square plus 2 of 2 minus 3, and it is 0. So I'm equating it with 0 because it is already given. Okay, so we are considering the right hand side also. So just when we are solving the left hand side, we are getting 4k plus 4 minus 3 is equals to 0. So this turn out to be 4k plus 1 is equals to 0. So therefore 4k will become minus 1. So k value will become minus 1 by 4. Okay, no need to convert it into the form of decimal, just keep it in the form of fraction. Okay, so this is one of the cases where we have to find the value, determine the value of k actually over here. We have to determine the value of k for which the given value is the solution of the equation. So we have to find the value of k. So we have got the value of k as minus 1.4, minus 1 by 4. Let's see the second one. That is x square plus 2ax minus k is equals to 0, where x belongs to minus a. So this is basically a solution, it is given. So what we are going to do is, we are going to substitute the values of x as minus a. So this will become x square plus 2a. Just I have not substituted in x, so over here this will become minus a square plus twice of a minus k is equals to 0. Minus a square will become a square, this will become minus 2a square minus k is equals to 0. When I'll solve this, I'll be getting minus a square minus k is equals to 0. So basically k is equals to minus a square. Okay, so this is the final solution of this. Now we will come on to the next one. There are certain sums which I'm going to solve. They are word problems, so we are just starting with the word problems now. First we'll solve the simple word problem, then we'll go on to the more difficult ones. Okay.